Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to Daniel's Dream, where we continue to work on our spiritual foundation, making it stronger all the time, while continuing to find ways to respect, love, and offer compassion to all creation. I'm happy to be with you again. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the Catechism of the Catholic Church and animals. Now, there are many religions in this world, and many of them have different slants and approaches to animals. I will tell you up front that after reading and researching a lot of them, none of them are 100% sincere, but that's human frailty, right? And we know that is true. Today, as a Catholic, I wanted to share with you the Catholic Catechism's words on animals and then talk about it a little bit so that we can look into our own heart and find ways to help animals. So let me read to you, if you will, from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Animals, as God's creatures, deserve kindness from humans, who should emulate the gentleness of saints toward them. Sounds good, right? The next line. Humans are entrusted with animals and may legitimately use them for food, clothing, and reasonable medical experimentation. Okay. We have a conflict in words here. We do. And again, I'm not bashing the Catechism of the Catholic Church. I'm just pointing out something that is pretty obvious. We hear that we should give them the love and respect of as saints do. And we've even had popes come out and say that we should be more loving and compassionate. However, then it says that we legitimately use them for food. Well, we don't need to do that, number one, because as a vegan, I can tell you I'm in a very good, healthy place for 65 years old, and I don't eat animals. We don't need them for clothing either, believe it or not. There are vegan clothes, and many of them are quite comfortable. I wear them. And then reasonable medical experimentation? Well, listen, it's been exposed now, and there is no such thing. Most experiments that are done on animals are useless towards what they would give towards human good. It just doesn't happen. So we have a conflict here, don't we? And again, one last time, I'm not looking to point out anything to criticize. I'm just pointing out conflicts here. In addition to that, I'll just say this. Legitimately use them for food? Do we know how they are treated in this environment? They're treated very badly. So if we were to follow these first two lines, we would say, oh yes, I love and care for my grandmother, but I have no problem paying for somebody to go, slap her in the face in the evenings. I'm trying not to be funny, but that's a fact. That's almost what this is saying. I just want you to dwell on that for a moment as I prepare to read the next two lines. The next two lines go like this. Causing needless suffering or death to animals is contrary to human dignity. Needless suffering or death, it's contrary to human dignity. While loving animals is acceptable, they should not be given the affection due only to persons, and human needs must take priority over spending on pets. Okay, I'm not going to argue with this per se. Probably there should be a priority towards humans. But do we realize there are many people out there who actually have been so treated poorly by humans that they depend on their animal friends? That's to be considered. God created those animals, and that's to be considered. In addition, okay, I understand, but when we look at spending money on our pets for health care or whatever the case may be, we must consider that should at least be a priority over other things. Yes, okay, we will feed our human family members first. We'll take care of them first. But in between, there are many expenses that probably could go towards helping pets. I've now picked apart the Catechism of the Catholic Church. I'm ready and willing for any kind of criticism that I receive. However, you can't deny that there are some very blatant things in here that are contrary. My point, here it is, in a nutshell. I have a library of books in this room. That's my office. I read them, I study them, I learn from them. But when I want answers for my own relationship with God, myself, and all creation, I find all the answers right in my heart. That's what I have chosen to do, and I will tell you it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. I educate myself, I learn, and I make decisions based on what I feel is in the best interest of God, myself, all creation, and I find them in my heart. And I invite you to do the same. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. As always, I hope it was helpful. I always welcome and appreciate your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a very blessed day, and I'll see you back here on Sunday with a scripture reflection. Take good care.